This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes, creators of the world's best repair manuals. Fix your car or truck the right way with our accurate and reliable information at your side. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Cooling system servicing. If the vehicle has just been driven, wait several hours to allow the engine to cool before beginning this procedure. Open the driver's side door and pull the hood release lever located by the kick panel. Pull the hood safety latch forward, then raise the hood. Grasp the front of the cover and lift the cover up until the grommets in the cover are free of the ball studs. Then lift the rear of the cover until the grommets in the rear are free of their ball studs. Apply the parking brake. Chock the rear wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling. Place a floor jack under one side of the vehicle, positioning it under the reinforced frame area, then raise the front of the vehicle. Support it with a jack stand placed under the notched area of the rocker panel seam. Then lower the vehicle onto the jack stand and remove the jack. If raising both sides of the vehicle, move the floor jack to the opposite side and place it under the reinforced frame area on that side. Raise the front of the vehicle, then place a second jack stand under the notched area on that rocker panel seam and lower the floor jack. When raising both sides of the vehicle, make sure the vehicle is level. Loosen all of the screws around the under-engine cover, both front and rear. Then, working from one to another, remove the fasteners and lower the under-engine cover from the vehicle. Cooling system draining. With the engine completely cool, remove the cooling system expansion tank cap. Attach a piece of hose to the drain fitting. Move a large container under the radiator drain to catch the coolant. Open the drain fitting. A pair of pliers may have to be used. Allow time for the coolant to drain completely. While the coolant is draining, check the condition of the radiator hoses, heater hoses, and clamps. Replace any damaged clamps or hoses. Once the system has drained completely, remove the drain pan and close the valve. Pour the coolant from the drain pan into a marked container for reuse or proper disposal. Cooling system flushing. If flushing the system is necessary, fill the cooling system with clean water, then reinstall the expansion tank cap. Start the engine and allow it to reach normal operating temperatures, then rev the engine a few times. Turn the engine off and allow it to cool again completely, then drain the system as described earlier. Repeat these steps of filling the cooling system with clean water, then running the engine, followed by draining the system until the water being drained appears clean, clear, and free of contaminants. Cooling system refilling. Close and tighten the radiator drain fitting. Locate the radiator vent valve at the upper right corner of the radiator, then loosen the vent valve. Locate the heater core return hose quick connect fitting and squeeze the two release tabs, allowing the hose to separate slightly. Once coolant is added, this will allow coolant to flow into the water pump and prime it. Remove the expansion tank cap, then slowly add the correct type of new coolant until it reaches the heater hose return line. Push the heater hose quick connect fitting back together. Using rags, clean up any of the coolant that came out of the quick connect fitting. Place rags under the cylinder head drain plug, then loosen the drain plug. Continue to fill the cooling system, then loosen the plug a few turns until bubbles start to seep out, followed by coolant. Once bubble-free coolant starts coming out, stop filling the system and tighten the plug securely. Continue to fill the cooling system until air bubbles start to seep out around the radiator air vent valve, then tighten the vent valve securely. Slowly continue adding the correct type of new coolant to the coolant expansion tank until the level is at the max mark. Clean the expansion tank cap, then install the cap and tighten it securely. Start the engine in a well-ventilated area or outside and allow it to run at idle for about a minute. Then increase the engine RPM to 3000 for 30 seconds. Turn the engine off and let it cool for 1 minute. With the engine still sufficiently cool, lift up the cap from the coolant reservoir and top up the coolant reservoir with coolant until the level is slightly above the min mark. Clean the expansion tank cap, then install the cap and tighten it securely. Start and run the engine again until it reaches normal operating temperature. The thermostat will open, the upper radiator hose will become hot, and the fan will cycle on and off. Rev the engine to 3000 RPM for 30 seconds, then allow the engine to idle again for 30 seconds. Turn the engine off and let it cool completely. The coolant level should be between the min and max marks on the lower side of the expansion tank. Start the engine again and allow it to reach normal operating temperature and check for leaks. Set the heater and blower controls to the maximum setting and check that hot air comes from the air ducts. This is a good indication that all air has been purged from the cooling system. Place the under-engine cover onto the vehicle and align the fastener openings. Then install the screws and tighten them securely. Raise one side of the vehicle at a time, then remove the jack stand and lower that side to the ground. Then raise the other side of the vehicle and remove that jack stand. Remove the chock from the rear wheels. Locate the 4 ball studs on the engine and the 4 grommets on the cover. Place the engine cover on the engine, aligning the grommets with the ball studs. Once they are all aligned, push the cover down until the grommets lock into place on the ball studs. Close the hood.